Keep him up. Keep him up.
Oh no, I'm going to.
Is that foam poster board?
Oh,
it
sure.
is.
I've seen a couple people break these though. They're very flimsy, so I'm trying. I hold them like right here because they're very top heavy.
That is amazing.
So I didn't send you the picture. It's funny. The picture I'm holding his in our photo, and he's like got this big grin on his face, like with me holding it at the same time. It's pretty funny.
Oh, you met Harvey?
It doesn't sound as funny with me describing it, but I'll send it to you. It's funny.
Yeah, please do.
And I took one with it and one without it.
Okay. Well, we're gonna
because I really want to. He was the only one I didn't have a picture with. I had a picture with everybody but him. He's the only one I hadn't had a picture with because every time I had gone to any press function or one of these, he never showed up. So, and then I met him at NYC, but I didn't want to fucking pay.
Oh, wait, Harvey Guillen?
Yeah.
I met him 2 years ago in Austin.
Look at that! See, even you saw him before me.
I did. I met him. It was at GalaxyCon. I got my Nightwing comic signed by him.
Oh, see, you would have had to pay though too.
Oh, I did pay. Yeah, I mean, it was
okay. No, see, I'm saying for free though, but like all the other guys I had met for free at either press functions or these NYCs, and like every time they have one for whatever reason, he was always working, so he never came out. And I even told him that at NYC. I'm like, bro, I've tried to meet you like 3 times, and I even told him, I'm like, at this. He's like, yeah. He's like, I'm always working. I know.
No, he was a wonderfully nice guy.
I know, but it was like I really held out for not paying for a photo, and it finally paid off. I finally got one without paying.
I met him at GalaxyCon, and because
I did pay for his autograph though.
Huh?
I did pay for his autograph.
Yeah, I got his autograph on Nightwing variant cover because he did the voice of Nightwing and Harley Quinn.
Yeah, so unfortunately, I still need Natasha on my poster because I couldn't take my poster in.
I'm sorry.
It just sucks because they even brought up how they said all of them have not been together for like a press function in like 3 years.
Really?
So, yes, because it's either Harvey's not there or Natasha's not there, or sometimes even Kayvon hasn't shown up. It's always one of them's not there or 2 of them aren't there. So I just don't have a good feeling about seeing her. And plus, she lives in England, I think. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I'm not feeling good about getting her. But maybe she'll do a con or something. I don't know.
There you go.
I know it just sucks when you need one person.
I know. Oh no. I know. Hold on. Let me. Where it's right here. Is this? No. Where is it? It's right here. Here we go. Hold on. So.
I just realized we're recording all this gobbledygook I'm saying.
What's up?
I just realizing we're recording all this gobbledygook I'm saying.
Yeah, that's why I was doing. That's why I was trying to do the intro, and you kept talking.
Sorry, I'm bad.
Okay. Yeah. Geeks of Game Season 3, Episode 2. Who did it better, Andor or Last of Us? But first, little Comic-Con comic book news. So, speaking of needing one person, okay, this Spider-Man 500, right?
Is that Campbell?
Yeah.
Oh, good guess on my part.
I got Jason Campbell, Mark Waid, Joe Quesada, Fred Van Linde, Ryan Otley, John Romita Jr., and Scott Hanna, right?
They all did it? Or did you just do one of those you wanted them all on it?
It started off with like just people who were on it, but then I got like Mark Waid on here. Actually, I think I have Mark Waid on here twice. Don't care. But yeah, anyone who did Spider-Man, I had it on here, right?
No, but I'm saying that issue.
Yeah.
Ryan Otley did an issue of Spider-Man?
Well, okay, hold on. It initially was everyone who worked on this, right?
Yes.
So that's why I've got Jason Campbell, Quesada, because he was the editor-in-chief. John Romita Jr., Scott Hanna. I had them all on here, but they're like, you know what? It's 500. Let me get people who did Spider-Man. So Mark Waid, Fred Van Linde, Otley. Because Otley had that really good run 3 years ago on Spider-Man.
No, I have no idea.
Yeah, he did a great run.
Oh, damn, I want to get that then.
It was a good run. It ended well, and they fucked it up.
You think there's a trade, or might I have to buy the singles?
Or there's a trade.
Okay.
Yeah. But the well, I mean, outside of John Romita Sr., who passed, and I can't get that. J. Michael Straczynski. I have never seen him at a con, and that's the one person I'm waiting to get this signed by so I can get it graded.
Dude, he's been in like the last 3 San Diegos.
I've never ever fucking seen him. I know he goes.
Do you know how I know?
Oh, you met him?
No, because I mean, everyone yell at Derek, but I mean, I don't really know his work that well. I know it a little bit, but my brother is actually a very big fan of his. He reads a lot of his stuff. So my brother's gone to his panel. He always does a panel every year. And my brother's gone to his panel like every year. And my brother is not a big autograph guy, but he did I think a book signing last year or the year before, and my brother actually went to that. So that's the only reason I know this information. Should have told me. You could have mailed it to me. I could have got it taken care of.
God damn it.
Well, make sure you look in your program guide this year, or I'll ask my brother. Maybe he'll look too, and he'll see if he's gonna.
Yeah, ask your brother, because like that's the one I am missing, and like
he really likes his stuff.
Like I love like Straczynski's run on Spider-Man is one of my favorite runs.
Okay, I think it's funny. I think that's what my brother likes about him too.
The Spider-Man, yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, it's great. It's a great run. So annoyed. That's the one I'm missing on here. Once I get Straczynski, that's going up to get graded. Like going. That thing, yeah. Oh, and I obviously don't have Stanley on that. That one I have.
Was that issue? Was he even alive when that came out?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Too bad.
Well, I have Stan's autograph on 3 books.
Spider-Man though.
One of them is Spider-Man. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, no.
You got to have Stanley on a Spider-Man.
You know what? It's I don't. I have him on Fantastic Four number 600. X-Men number 1. And then it's Daredevil number 16. Technically, it is Spider-Man. It's the first appearance of Spider-Man in Daredevil.
Okay.
And I got it signed by Stanley and John Romita Sr.
I'm not going to give you crap about a guy that's passed away, so
What? He wrote the books.
I know.
What? No.
Stan is Spider-Man.
I mean, I understand, but technically, Daredevil it's got Spider-Man on the cover.
2 of my Stanley autographs are on Spider-Man's. One of them is on the first Spider-Man movie poster, and the second one is on a poster which is a recreation of Amazing Fantasy 15.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like the first Spider-Man movie poster. That one's.
And I think I've told you before, I've said on the show before, it's the recalled one with the Twin Towers and Spidey's eyes.
Really?
Yes, because my friend worked for a movie theater and he was able to get me one.
I have the only recalled poster I have is the Ocean's 11 poster.
Why was that recalled?
Because it was recalled. They might have like rescinded it since, but it was initially recalled because the 11 looked like the towers on the floor.
Oh, yeah. I did not know that.
Yeah. I've got that framed somewhere. Love it. Such a
see, I won't frame mine until I get Toby, Franco, and Kirsten Dunst on it, which will probably never happen. So it'll probably always stay in a tube.
Well, I mean, if you go to ATX Fest, that's a good chance of getting Kirsten on there because she and
No, Kirsten and Franco I know are good possibilities. They're good signers, but McGuire's a dick. I've been told by dozens of people.
Oh, really?
He's a total dick. Yeah. So I'm not encouraged about getting him.
That sucks.
Do you know who's on it though?
Who?
J.K. Simmons.
Huh?
J.K. Simmons.
Oh, you got. Oh, really? That's cool.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I still need Sam Raimi on it though.
Does he do a lot of signings?
He does tons of cons, but it's just one of those. Every time he does one, I'm either somewhere else or I'm out of town, or I kid you not, I've literally every time he does a con, I'm going to something else.
That sucks. Huh? I gotta put up the.
Well, the next time it happens, I'm just gonna give it to somebody else to get signed. I really like getting my stuff signed in person, but I'm tired of it at this point, and he's probably not getting any younger. So it's one of those. If I miss him the next time, I'm just gonna give it to somebody else to do for me.
I've had to do that before.
I've had to do it, and I hate it, but I've done it. Well, I think I told you. Did I tell you my Barry or no?
No.
I gave my Barry poster to, or it's more print because it's only 11 by 17. I gave it to my friend. He went to Steel City Con in Pennsylvania. He got me Henry Winkler on it.
Oh, really?
Yes. So now it has Harry Winkler and
Hader.
Yes. I don't know why all of a sudden I forgot his name. Bill Hader.
I still have to finish Barry. I know. I just finished the Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, see, I haven't started on that yet. I need to, but I haven't yet.
Honestly, they could have ended it on season 3, like that season finale. Actually, was kind of stuck the landing, but season 4 was good, and it had Megan Mullally in it. So
no, it's one of those. I keep seeing stuff on social media about it ending or like behind the scenes stuff, and I'm like, God, I keep reading because I feel like it just snuck up on us when it aired. Is it just me?
Kind
of. I feel like all of a sudden it was on out of nowhere. Like, okay, and Gemstone starts Sunday. Like, what?
Yeah, because season 4 had Steve Zahn and Megan Mullally in it. No, I'm sorry. Sean William Scott.
Okay.
And Megan Mullally and Michael Rooker, and
Michael Rooker's great.
Yeah, he was great in it, and it ended well again. They did a really good job season 4.
I'll get to it. I'm pretty much caught up on everything. I'm almost done with Daredevil. Finally,
Jesus. Okay.
Hey, 4 seasons. Give me a break.
No.
Yeah. No. You know what? And this is not a spoiler, or at least I don't feel it's a spoiler. I'm now that I'm set, so I'm 7 episodes in. Okay. I don't understand your problem with the girlfriend. I mean, she's not great, but I don't understand what your problem is. I mean, she's like kind of whatever. She doesn't really do much.
Okay, it's been a while. What was the last episode you saw with her? Did you when Daredevil saved her?
No.
Okay. I didn't have a problem with her until that episode.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm not there yet then.
Yeah, no, when you get there, you'll understand why I'm like.
We're on the thing where the Kingpin's trying to save the port. Oh, and he hires the task force.
Okay. Yeah.
And there's the guy underneath the subways that's taking all the people.
Oh, Muse? Yeah.
Lamest villain ever, but sure.
Well, what sucks? Is
that a real villain?
Yeah, well, in the comic books, he's a lot more dangerous.
Cool. Yeah, because this guy's boring as hell.
Yeah, they kind of. So let me see here. I know in the comics, Muse, Daredevil. He. I think he has super strength, speed. He has a way of so that. Hold on 1 second here. He. So you have to track him down. Blind spot. Muse gouges out eyeballs. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, he got superhuman strength, speed, imperceptibility, and expert. He's actually a badass in the comic books, and they kind of depowered him. But in the books now, he commits suicide, gets sent to hell. Hell doesn't want him because of how no, I'm sorry. While he's in hell, he meets another artist who starts influencing an artist on Earth to start replicating his deaths or his murders.
No, jeez.
Yeah. So that's what it is. Uses body acts like a vortex which can absorb any kind of sensory information that surrounds him, making it difficult for Daredevil to fight him.
Okay.
So he makes himself invisible to Daredevil, so Daredevil doesn't know where he's at.
No, I'm just saying it sounds way cooler in the books than the show, though.
The show, I feel that it was a throwaway character, which kind of sucks.
I'm like, yeah, because my whole thing is like what they were gone for like over 10 years, and I'm like, this is what you bring us? Okay.
Well, and like Lance and I had a discussion about this because so we can start off the show with this because we'll be getting into Andor in a bit, but Disney Plus is kind of broke and they don't have much money. And Lance had told me that the ratings for Daredevil Born Again were really low. That if they had not already greenlit season 2, they would have canceled it after season 1.
Ouch.
Yeah. You can definitely tell where the rewrites and reshoots took place in the show. But I had fun with it. I enjoyed Daredevil. I enjoyed the law aspect of it. And I enjoyed the vigilante aspect of it.
I refuse to give a general statement until I'm done with it.
Okay, that's fine.
It's one of those things. It might get better. I'll just say I'm underwhelmed right now, but I don't want to give it. It could get better, and then I'll eat my words and feel dumb.
You should eat your words anyways. But I
will say, you know what was really good? You know what was really good? The bank heist episode. That was really good. That was great.
That was a great episode. I love Ms. Marvel's dad.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
He's great. I'm still mad they killed Foggy, but rumors are that he might not be dead.
Okay.
Well, so
he's not a superhero.
When he gets killed, because like they'll put like comic book, Easter eggs in the show to kind of maybe show you where they might be going, and the address where he gets shot is actually a Daredevil issue where Foggy fakes his own death.
Huh. Okay.
Because he is being hunted by Vanessa, so he did fake his own death.
My only argument to that would be then they do a whole like flash forward to a year, so he just told everyone to F off for a year.
Witness protection.
I guess. Okay, fair enough.
Okay, but speaking of Disney Plus, we got Andor season 2 and Last of Us season 2. They just finished this last May.
To be fair, Last of Us is HBO Max.
Well, okay, yes, HBO. Last of Us HBO. It was. I was gonna ask you who did the season better, but it's apples and oranges. I don't think you can.
I mean, the problem is with that question, is one is based on an already produced story, and the other one was written originally.
True.
That's the problem with that way of thinking.
True.
Because the Last of Us people were kind of stuck with what was already there, and Tony Gilroy could just do whatever the hell he wanted.
I know Tony Gilroy, like he had a fight for a bunch of season 2 because Disney was like, we don't want to give you more money. We're out. And he's like, well, we have to reshoot this and we have to finish this. So
did you see the price tag that's been coming out?
Yes.
It's in what? I look at it, I'm like,
it was what, 620
it looks expensive, but not that expensive. Like, what were they buying?
Let's see.
I feel the line producer needs to get fired.
Let's see here. They're saying it's what? Yeah, 650.
Like what?
For both seasons.
It does not. It looks expensive, but not that. Yeah, I don't get it.
Here is the breakdown. Season 1 cost $355 million. They say that season 2 cost over $290, which was approximately $27 million per episode.
I don't see it. Like, so much of it is just regular city landscape or people talking in a room. Like there's not a lot of action scenes until the end.
I'm guessing the CGI, but here's where I will gently push back on that, right? Where I'm not that shocked in that. Okay, 24 episodes, right? Between
Okay.
season 1 and season 2, 24 episodes, right? That's what 24 divided by 3, that's 7, 8,
8.
8. That's basically 8 movies because each season was broken up into uh like 3 trilogies within each movie, which within each season.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So, so I'm not I I can understand that in the fact that it is like, for 658 movies, it's not and then of course production delays cost money. The Andor season 2 hiatus also meant that the entire season 2 production cost is not captured in the UK filing, which only covers 2023. Um, uh,
Let me put this in context. And granted, I haven't seen it, and it's bad on me that I haven't seen it yet. I heard that Lord of the Rings: The Rings of Power season 2 cost like $1 billion or something.
yes.
That I see though. You look at that, that looks expensive. That show looks so stupidly expensive.
I mean, it does, right? I mean, but on the other hand, like you get like really great quality, right? Like
No, like I said, I mean, what do I know? I don't work on sets. What the hell do I know? I don't know. I look at it and I'm just like, I don't see it. Like, everything's a lot of talking heads and like, I mean, the stormtroopers are literally guys in costumes and like they don't even use a lot of aliens. There's not a lot of spaceship stuff in space. Like, I don't know. I don't know where that money's going, but maybe they pay the extras a lot. I don't know
I
because there
mean,
are a lot of extras.
there's a lot of extras. Hold on,
A
let
lot
me
of
just
costumes, maybe. I don't know. They do spend probably a ton on costumes.
the costumes. Let's see here. Um, so like I'll just bring up the trailer real quick, and so we can kind of like look around. Let's see here. Play, present. Okay, we're gonna do that. We will go into theater mode. There we go. We'll present. Bring it on up. Bring it on down to top town. Okay. I mean, I think was it Gorham? Was it Gorham? The
Sure.
the 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 planet that they were like
No, I know what
fighting
plane you
on?
mean. I just can't remember the name.
Yeah.
I haven't
On
watched this in like 2 weeks now, so
like you had a lot there. I mean, all these sets, like I know they actually made that TIE fighter, like all these sets like are are quite massive. Like granted, um, it's not I mean, I don't I can't I
that's what
can't
I'm saying. I could see like I don't know, 100 million, 150, but 300 plus. Like,
but that was also for
plus, shouldn't they be able to use season 1 and season 2 like some of the same stuff that's already built?
I mean you would think so. I mean you would think so. I don't um why does the name Tom Girardi sound familiar?
I don't know.
But yeah, like having that much for each season,
That's
uh
Disney money. That's what that is.
that's what
That's Disney money. That's what that is.
it really is. But like uh, it it was so well written, and there's a ton of like little like shout outs to the current administration. There were uh the Gorhams. Uh the fact that it was a direct reference to the French resistance in World War II. Like uh Gilroy did an amazing job with this show. You know?
Did you do the Rogue One after, or you didn't have time?
So this is what I did. I didn't finish Rogue One,
Well,
but
no,
I
you don't have
started
to.
Rogue
You don't
One.
even have to finish it. Even if you just watch like the first half hour, it like totally feels perfect.
Oh no, it meshes right into it because I even told my dad, I
Yeah.
go I finally finished Andor, and I actually watched that ending um, twice because it was so like dramatic and like such a great uh, ending. They're like, I wonder where like this starts off in Rogue One. So I pushed Rogue One. I'm like, oh shit!
Yeah.
It's literally the mission that he is
Uh-huh.
starting in Rogue One is what he's leaving in Andor season 2. I'm like, okay,
Yeah, they really thought ahead on this.
because when he's leaving at the end of at the end of season 2, he's going to find Tavrik, who he kills
Mhm.
at the beginning of Rogue One because he's injured. He can't do anything. Which and then people were debating on who what is his girlfriend wife's name? Bix.
Yeah.
Um the daughter oh, is that Poe? Like, no, it's not Poe. It's not Poe Dameron. Like, I know everyone wants to be Poe Dameron, but it's not Poe Dameron.
That's interesting. I never thought of that one.
Right? Because they actually reveal who his parents are in a Marvel in a comic book, which is canon. But um they also were very like, who's the baby, and they're both like, we can't really say. So
Yeah, the bummer is that Bix might have lived through the show, but if the way the chronologically, I don't think she can be alive for Star Wars. I think she'd be dead.
no, she's alive in Star Wars.
Is she?
Yes.
Wouldn't she be too old?
Which okay, hold on. Which Star Wars are you talking about? New Hope?
Yes.
Do you
It's New Hope,
remember? Do
huh?
you remember when Rogue One takes place at?
No, but I'm saying in the sense of like they're already shot. You can't insert her in, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, no.
You can't make New Hope .2 or something. Like the
No, you
chronologically, we're
no.
done. Like
I mean,
like we're
you
at
can't.
the end of Return of the Jedi. Like it's done. Like
You well, no, but you could
they'd
do it
have
like
to like insert her in between the films or
yeah,
something.
exactly. Like
Like
that's
I
what
guess
you
she could get thrown a Mandalorian, I guess, or something.
well, because Mandalorian takes place after Jedi.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like that's the only way you could is if you because the
I
films
mean,
are
you
done.
could put her you could put her in Clone Wars. You could put her like in between not Clone Wars, that's episode 2 and 3. You could put her in between like um episode 4 and 5 or 5 and 6. Like we did that. They got that with
No, but I'm saying they'd have to make a whole new property, show, movie,
oh
whatever
yeah,
again.
yeah, 100%. Yeah. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. I think for all intents and purposes, we've probably seen the last of her.
unless it like because I know the next project coming out is the Sean Levy and Ryan Gosling project that takes place after episode 9.
I want to say really quick, just because we're on Andor, that the one thing I'm hoping so much with the way this ended and watching it go into Rogue One and everything, if you choose to, I'm really hoping they don't try to be like, we're gonna do, blah 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 with Andor, but 50 years before Andor started, just because, and we're gonna backdate it even more. It's like, no, just stop. We're done. We're done. Okay,
No,
we're not gonna do Andor the teenage years or something. Like, just stop.
no, Diego Luna said that they're done. Like he was on Kelly
No,
Clarkson's
but
like
I'm saying he might be done. But you could see Disney being like, oh well, we can do it when he was 18, or we can do it when he was
I
22.
I wouldn't be shocked if we don't see another Disney Star Wars show for a while.
Okay.
And the only reason I'm saying that is because they canceled Mandalorian season 4.
They did?
Yeah, they canceled season 4 because they're doing the movie. And
I thought they already shot it. I didn't even know that.
no, they what they had written for season 4 is becoming the movie.
Well, that's lame.
So, and
Because we're
then
gonna get like an hour and a half, 2-hour movie versus 8 or 9 episodes.
basically, yeah, because
That's a
what did
ripoff.
um
Well, they
Terry
can always change their minds.
no, not hold on, let's see here. Andor creator. I like having like this other computer right here. I can just like look at Tony Gilroy.
And by the way,
Um,
yeah, anyone can call me dumb for not noticing before, but I never noticed that Tony Gilroy was one of the co-writers of Rogue One. I never noticed that.
how did you not notice that?
Because I probably didn't pay attention to who wrote it when it aired 15 years ago or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. So Tony Gilroy said streaming is dead. Disney's waning appetite for big budget productions dogged creative popular Star Wars series Andor. Like Disney does not want to. Like I got on Disney yesterday, um, and like welcome to Disney Plus. Join to get these perks. I'm like, I'm already part of Disney Plus. I like screen like, oh, welcome back. Like here, enter into these sweepstakes. I'm like, okay, I'll enter into these sweepstakes. Sure, why not? They're apparently trying to bring in more money. Yeah, he so Gilroy said at ATX TV Fest. In season 2, they said streaming is dead. We don't have the money we had before, so we had to fight hard for the money. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they had an Andor panel at ATX. I saw
Yeah.
that. Plus, they did like 3 or 4 panels in LA this past 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely going to go for the Emmys because it was an amazing show. I just have to finish Skeleton Crew. I watched the first 2 episodes and I loved it.
Oh, it's so good.
I know. I need to get back on
It's
it.
so fun. And now you can say it's got Buffy in it.
It's true. That's very true. Which I'm excited for. I am excited for that. I think
I could care less, but that's just me.
Did you not like Buffy when it came out?
I was not a Buffy guy.
I've
gotten crap for 20 years over it. It wasn't my jam.
Was it season 5 or season 6? There was a weird period where they went from WB to UPN, and when they were on UPN, that was like the bad season. Like it was like really weak, and then went back to Warner Brothers. It was weird. Can we? I got her name right. Where is it? Not Bix. No. Shoot, where's? Let me go to season 2. It was Gorman. Yeah, Gorman. Oh, what was her name? Denise Go, who played Deidre. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. She was a psychopath. She actually said that she actually read books on female psychopaths to do this character better.
Now that makes so much sense.
Right? And it's funny, like I see like interviews with her now and like, oh, she's like the nicest person. But like she completely screws over her boyfriend. Like, god damn.
Oh yeah, just for sake of argument, I was actually because I wanted to mention something too. Just for sake of argument to people listening, we're doing spoilers for both of these shows, so just in case.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have watched them if you're bothering to listen to us, but just in case you haven't, we're not going to be holding back on spoilers.
No,
we want to actually talk about all this.
And I will say this: I think her boyfriend's what was her boyfriend's name? Cyril, played by Kyle Solar. His death was satisfying in the fact that it messed with Deidre. You know what I mean?
No, I like it, but it was the old cliche of I'm going to shoot you. Oh, wait, there's 5 seconds. Oh, someone else got me first.
Well, yeah,
it was like the oldest way for someone to die in the books is like, oh, Andor's about to die, and oh, someone saved him.
I mean, yes, obviously.
I know it didn't kill my, it didn't kill the show for me or anything, but it was so like one of those the oldest thing in the book with that. I was like, all right, someone else got him, rescued Luna. I get it.
but who killed him? I thought was very satisfying too.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I hate him so much. I kind of wanted like a better death, But I feel
you hated him. See, I hated her.
So
I couldn't stand her, man. She was annoying as fuck because she just would not let shit die.
no,
Like everyone's like sitting there, like, let this go, let it be, move on, and she just would not let it go.
no, fuck you. No, here's the thing. Once you realize that she studied female psychopaths, it does make sense.
Oh yeah.
How she did her character. She's actually doing a production of Angels in America right now, and
Ooh.
I saw a clip of it. It was her opposite Andrew Garfield, who was playing the drag queen Angel, and watching her actually like smile and like laugh, like, whoa, who is that? I'm like, no, that's not her.
No, like
Uh,
I get her character's thing because it's almost like a thing like a cop or a detective. Like, they get stuck on a case and they just can't let the case go until they catch the killer kind of thing.
yeah.
It's she was on the same thing. And also I think she wanted to prove it to her superiors that she could bring them in or them in or what,
Well,
however you want to say it. So
none
I
of
get it, but I'm just saying as a viewer and as someone on the quote unquote on the side of the rebellion, I just wanted to knock the fuck off and stop it. They're like,
well,
bitch, let it go.
someone said that she was a perfect stand-in for a MAGA Karen, and it makes perfect sense.
Yes, yes, it does.
But
I did not like. I liked the way. What was his name again?
Cyril.
Cyril. I did. I was fine with him leaving and getting in the fight with Andor and all that was fine.
Right.
I just didn't like the fact that they literally had one argument and he's just like, okay, I'm going to go into the middle where there's a giant bunch of mob crazy people and risk my life now. It's like, you could just hang out in the building, go to a different room or something. Like,
I
I thought it was a little over the top for him not to think. I mean, I get it. He was very upset,
You're
but like, think about your personal safety there, buddy.
right. Also, it was weird in that Deidre was telling him like, listen, just shut up, be quiet. We've almost got everything we wanted,
Yeah.
and then he fucks it up, and then she can't let it go. And at the end, there's a perfect ending for her because she doesn't die. She's stuck in her own hell.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. And, like the scene where it was almost like you can almost hear like the snap to reality where like she's in the cell at the end and like lights go out and then you just see her like slump down and start crying. Is like that's perfect.
I just want to say that personally for me, and
Yes.
I'm fine, and I disagree with a lot of people, so I'm fine with it. I was not understanding because there was so many people saying like, and I wasn't a big fan of season one, to be honest, and that's my thing, whatever. There was so many people when the show was airing, they're like, "Oh my god, this show's so good, it's so amazing," da da da, and the hype was big and the buzz was big, and I'm like, on episode 3, episode 4, and everyone's like, "Oh no, just wait, it gets better." I'm like, okay, episode 5, episode 6, I'm like, it's good. I'm like, this is decent, but like, everyone's calling it the best show on TV, and oh my god, I can't believe how good this is, and I'm like, okay. And then eventually 7, 8, 9, it really picks up, but I still stand by it was a slow burn, which doesn't. I'm not saying it was a bad show. That's not what I'm trying to say. But it's just like I feel everyone else was all in sooner than me. Like I had to be kind of like won over.
So what you're saying is you have bad taste. Gotcha.
How dare you?
Yeah,
How dare you?
bad taste. Um,
Okay,
you know
well,
what?
yeah, I already got an argument with my friend because I called The Boys, the best show, for me and my favorite show, and he's like, Andor so much better. I'm like, I disagree, but okay.
I don't think it's better, but I think um I mean that's kind of for me apples to tacos. Like they're both dealing with
I,
political.
I just think the characters are more interesting in The Boys, and the the world is more interesting, and the progression of the story is more exciting to me. I don't know.
Well, that's fine. Yeah, that's a very complicated way of saying you're wrong,
Because
but
Because Andor, it's like maybe like 2 or 3 of the characters are really interesting. The rest of them are kind of just like ensemble people.
So here's the funny thing, because and I didn't realize that we were on Yavin at the very beginning. Like I'm like, oh shit, I didn't realize we were on Yavin because it's so far before the episode 4 that when they're like, oh, we're on Yavin, I was like, oh shit, I didn't even catch that, right? Like Andor.
I definitely didn't either.
Yeah, like when Andor gets captured in episode 2, they're on Yavin. Like that's like the early rebellion, right? Um, I think the issue that you have with the show, and this is not an insult, is that the boys is action, 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 action. These are bad guys. These are good guys. Action, 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 and it's much easier to follow, right? Whereas Andor is much more C-SPAN, right?
Nice choice.
It's the same
Nice
thing.
choice.
Thank you. It's behind the scenes. And it's not exciting. It's not colorful. These are spies working, trying to like start a rebellion, but it's not. You can't be flashy. You have to work in the shadows. You have to be quiet. You have to not give away anything. It's like, well, who are these? Oh, 7, 8, 9. You get it. Like, oh, okay. Now it's picking up pace.
Yeah.
It is a slow burn. I my issue with Andor, and it was my same issue with season 1. Like my issue with season 2, or my issue with season 2 is the same I had with season 1, is that and I forget who I was telling this to. I think I told my dad this, and he was like, "Yeah, I get that." It's not a show you can watch week to week. You have to do your favorite thing. You have to binge it because it is a movie. Like every 3 episodes is a different movie. Especially when you get to the end of the Andor, where we're like, it's like BBY 5, BBY 3, BBY 1. Like oh shit, okay, now we're in the end game, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had to explain that to my I had to explain that to my mom. Like, I'm like, do you get what the BBY stands for? She goes, no, I just thought it was some Star Wars. I'm like, yeah, it is. It's the battle before Yavin, which is episode 4.
Mm-hmm.
So at the beginning of the last episode of Andor, it's like, oh shit. When it says BBY1, I'm like, oh shit, we're going into Rogue One. Okay, this is okay. That's what we're doing. Okay, great.
The thing that I've told the thing that does make me value this show and did make me appreciate it, especially as a Star Wars fan, is that by the end of it, when I think was it 10 or 11 episodes, I forgot already.
I believe it is. Let's see here. Season 2. We had, I want to say 12. Hold on. Yeah, it's 12 episodes in each season. Okay. Yeah.
So by the time we hit 11 and 12, the thing that and a lot of people could probably say, duh, but to me, it was getting the full encompassment of the whole thing, that it's basically the origin story for the rebellion. And that's what I really enjoyed about it. When by the end, you can see what they're doing. They're basically giving you the birth of the rebellion, and Lucian's basically the creator of the rebellion in many ways.
Yeah.
And as a big, gigantic Star Wars fan, I love that. To know how everything got started. Because, you can go with the prequels, and the prequels more of how the Empire started.
Yeah.
And this is how the rebellion starts. And now we kind of got both sides. And I'm sure there's plenty of people that are saying, wow, wait till the party, jackass. But whatever. Anyways, that's what I liked about it.
I mean, yeah, I can't. You're just not putting this together. It's like, okay.
Well, I'm not tying it together right now, but I'm saying when I was watching it, because I was taking Andor for what it was. I wasn't taking it for the big picture of what Andor was.
Oh, okay. So I was taking it as the big picture, which I thought was very interesting. Going what? Because Luthen.
I thought it was Lucian.
Luthen. I don't know. Hold on, let me see.
I'm looking around. Hold on. Oh, it is Luthen. Yeah.
Yeah, Luthen. Yeah. Yeah, he is the one that starts over. Lance sent me it was a cut scene from episode 3, which kind of they should have kept it in. It was Mon Mothma. I'm gonna call her Mothra. Mon Mothma. I do. I want to call her. I want to say Mon Mothra. Mon Mothma. Um. Uh. Bail Organa, and then Padme and like two other people discussing how to start the rebellion, like how to, and they're trying to figure it out. Luthen is the one who backed fucking everything, which is why I liked when Andor's like, without him, you wouldn't be here.
Yeah,
There would be none of this without Luthen.
mm-hmm.
And he did an amazing job. I felt the episode where we see Clea breaking into the hospital to kill Luthen.
That was a great one.
That episode was fantastic because
Yes.
because you don't understand, like, you understand that there's caring between them, but you don't know why. And then that episode where we get the background between the two of them, you're like,
Yeah.
They actually do like care about each other, like, like parental child, a parent
And
child.
it's interesting that he was on the Empire side.
Yeah. Which,
So,
I mean, when you think about it, like, a lot of people who start rebellions are usually like the ones who are inside. Oh, this is horrible. We need to stop this. But he knew all the plays. He knew, and that was fantastic. Uh, Stellan Skarsgård did an amazing job as Luthen. Like, I know he probably won't get any like nominations, because it's sci-fi, but there was so many good things with this.
yeah.
Um,
It's one of those things that, like, I might not have been the biggest fan at the beginning, but in the end, I really appreciated what this show did, and it made me like Rogue One even more. Which, did I text you about this? Do we have the movie discussion, or I can't remember who I texted? Was
no,
it
it
you?
really,
Okay. I granted, I'm opening a bag of worms, and I don't want to go into it too much because we still have to get to the other show we have to talk about here. This is, I guess, maybe kind of a way to wrap it up, and I'll get some hate. I don't care. But without going and seeing the third trilogy, based on my current memory, and after watching Rogue One again after this, I think it's the fourth best Star Wars movie.
Rogue One.
Yes.
I think it's the second best.
Oh, damn! You go that high?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wow. Okay, I can't go that high.
Yeah.
Because the 4 through 4, 5, and 6 are like the Holy Trinity.
So like my dad and I will discuss debate it, and because I put Empire 1, and
Well, no, I'm not debating 4, 5, and 6 moving them around.
right, but like, because I always go and when Rogue One came out, I did a podcast with Travis, Lance, Dana. I thought you were on it,
Probably.
and I said I would put this, like, I'd go because Lance was like, you can't do this. I go, it's my fucking list. I can do whatever I want. Empire, the first half of Jedi, Rogue One, finished Jedi, then New Hope. Because, and I think what Andor does really well is that we already liked Andor in Rogue One.
Mm-hmm.
But this makes you actually like really like, no, this sucks, he dies. Because he's actually fighting for someone. And someone made a really great point. There's a great, let's see if we can find it real quick.
Well, yeah, the whole thing with I think the thing is it like, it enriched the characters so much for me for the Rogue One, because I got so much backstory on them now and what they're fighting for, and like, also Rogue One makes such a tight fit with Andor that you're seeing such the birth of rebellion, and you're seeing how much you get their struggle even more, and them trying to take the Empire down even more now, and it's more of a personal thing with the people and the group of them coming together instead of in Rogue One. It's just like, okay, there's a rebellion and they're trying to take these people down.
Right. So they were talking about this scene in Rogue One when the Death Star, strikes, and Jyn Erso is watching the bomb go, the explosion, and Andor is facing away, and the way that they're breaking down was like Jyn is watching the Empire burn, right? She's seeing that it's burning. Andor's found peace, and it's a really uh Andor, Bix is safe. The rebellion has the plans for the Death Star. Like, he's done his job. He can. He's
Well, they almost didn't have the plans, but he doesn't know that.
right. He's at peace. He can die in like, he's like, I'm good. I can sleep, right? And I can rest. Jen's like, I'm gonna watch this shit burn to the ground, right? And also, the thing I liked about Rogue One was the fact that Andor and Jen, it was platonic. It was actually just a friendship. But like, we have a job to do. We're friends now, you know. And then you're like, oh well, and then like, well, why didn't? Oh no, Andor has someone. Andor has Bix that he now knows she's safe, and I thought it was a really great way. I'll go one step further, saying that I hope they don't do anything more with Andor, because they ended it on such a great note.
That's what I'm trying to say.
That to do anything else would be a huge disservice to the character. But I loved K2SO, and
yeah, he's fun.
And Andor.
I didn't know he was gonna come back. I had no idea.
Neither did I. And then so I started watching Andor, and I watched like the first 3 episodes. Like, oh, this is really good, but really slow. I'm gonna wait to let it build up a bit, and then I watched 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like I binged it, right? And it was like, oh, this is how this should be watched. Like fucking movies.
No.
What was that? What was that?
No, nothing. Sorry, something in my throat. Sorry.
Do you? Okay. But this is how it should be. Like, but Andor is great, and it's one of those things where it actually it's better binged than week to week.
No, but okay.
But no. The reason why I'm right and you're wrong is because like, if you watch 3 episodes back. You like that? Yeah. If you watch the episode back, it's a movie. Like, you get moved. Like, there were 3 movies or 4 movies.
The only way I agree with you is the last movie.
Do you watch a movie and then like halfway through, like 30 minutes, like, okay, I'm
No,
gonna wait a week.
But I'm just saying, I don't feel the first. What's the proper number? 8, 9, 10. No, 9. I don't feel the first 9 warrant that, but 10, 11, 12, I totally agree. You have to watch 10, 11, 12 almost back to back to back, because it's so enthralling.
Well, not only that, and this is where, again, I'm right and you're wrong. There's so much information in each episode that if you, especially with how much TV we consume, like, I know you watch a lot, I watch a lot.
Yeah.
I can't. There's a lot of shit. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about this from last week. I forgot about this. Like, oh shit, right? Even the recaps don't help. So it's one of those things. And the
I
last.
didn't have that problem, but okay.
Oh, well, good for you. But no, there's a lot of people like, oh shit, and I'll watch. There's a few YouTube channels where I'll watch to like see what I missed. I'm like, I know I missed something.
I bet there's so many Easter eggs. I haven't even bothered to delve into that yet.
Yeah.
Because I'm not good with all the planets, and they throw people's names around, and like politicians' names around, and this leader and this ruler, and I don't all that stuff lost.
Well, that's why there'll be times when I'm like, wait, who the fuck is it? Oh, okay. Who the fuck? Oh, okay. Like, watching Andor was the same as, like, me watching, like, Doctor Who. I'm like, "Okay, what is this? Oh, it's that person. Okay, okay."
You know what I'm waiting to see? And I
What?
really don't want to, but I just feel it's gonna happen. Some convention. I don't know if it's gonna be Star Wars Celebration. I don't know what it's gonna be. I have no way. But some convention, people are gonna start doing the stupid dance where everyone's.
Oh, the rave?
It's gonna happen. Watch.
Oh,
Someone's gonna do it.
oh, of course you're gonna do it. Of
And I
course.
thought it was the dumbest dance. I understand we're trying to do a futuristic society or, a galaxy far, far away, but the dance was dumb. They literally go around in circles for like 4 hours. They would be dizzy and pass out.
Well, I mean, I think it was very reminiscent of, medieval, like, with, like, kinda like a medieval type dance until you get to the rave, and they're like, "Okay, that's definitely Raven." And Mon is definitely getting shit faced. Like, let's be real
Oh,
here.
yeah.
She was shooting some shots.
Yeah. The only thing, the reason you could say accepted the scene is because I remember they were intercutting it with what else was going on, and that worked really well.
Yeah. Um,
I just got annoyed with that these people were literally going around in circles for hours and hours, and I'm like, you people would be dizzy.
they're high and drunk. But I did like at the end, when we see Mon's husband with his daughter's mother-in-law.
Hmm.
I was like, "What happened to her husband?" And,
Yeah, it's weird. They kind of just like let his character kind of just because she escaped and he just, I guess, forgot about her. I don't know.
well, because I think it was more the fact that, their marriage was one of, like, politics and money.
Hmm.
It was, it was a power couple, and, when she couldn't, like, I guess, be in need of he couldn't be of service to him or, like, be of use because, like, the empire probably came down on him hard. He, like, screwed on with her now, which you're like, "Damn, that's why you gotta be a bitch?"
I thought it was kind of funny that they made. I mean, and it wasn't necessary, but I just thought it was funny that they made such a big deal about marrying the two kids off together and the two families or whatever kind of coming together or whatever, and this whole arrangement. And then they just kind of like ditched that for the whole rest of the season.
No
It
one gives
happened like I think episode 1 or 2, and then that's it. We're done with
no
this.
one gave a shit. No
Yeah,
one
it
gave a shit. I will I understand. I think they did that s well, they had to
was
because
irrelevant. It was
what?
irrelevant.
Huh?
It was irrelevant. We didn't really need it anymore.
Well, no, I mean, I know why they did it because it was where Mon kind of hid the money.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, once they got married, like, okay, eat that shit. Like, I'm more like, what they're going with, like, Andor and Bix and, like, Luthen, like, that's what I'm excited about.
Yeah.
Um, and then I did feel bad for Mon, the fact that Luthen, like, killed her, like, childhood friend, but then he also, like, threatened Mon, like, he like, "Well, then I'll just let people know where the money is," and Luthen was like,
Hmm.
"Can't let that happen," like, the minute he said that and, like, he went off in his car, I'm like, "Well, bye." Like, you know what I'm talking about, right? You look kinda confused there.
Oh, I'm just trying to. I'm backtracking everything in my head, and I'm also thinking about the fact that I it, it I get that they had to do it just so they could they had to do certain things had to be done so the story could progress the way it did. But
Right.
it always kind of stuck with me that the Empire was just able to salvage enough of the computer that it would work well enough so they could see the little light going off so they could clue into where the light is. Like they would pour acid all over the thing, but like, oh, it works just enough.
Well, I like the fact that, when Deidre comes in and Luthen's like, "Oh, shit."
Yeah.
And she's just talking to me, just, like, hunched over. He's like, "What's going on?" And he turns around, like, there's, like, blood. I'm like, "Yep. Nope. Nope." And
Yeah,
then
she knew he knew it was the only way to get out of it.
yeah, then he knew Kyra. What's her name? Um, Kyra? Kyla? Keela? Hold on.
Masters of the Universe? What? Tila?
What? Elmo? Well, no, wrong
other
universe.
other show.
Other show. Wrong show. Wrong show. Um, oh, what's her name? Oh, Okay, Clea. There we go.
Clea.
I mean, like, I love the fact that Clea is like this like stone cold hardcore, badass like the whole way through. Like, no, I'm doing my job. I do my job. Like I do. And then when she has to kill Luthen, like she's like crying. Like she's like, like it's like it was, and it's a testament to her acting because she just so does not want to do that,
Mm-mm.
but she has no choice. It was I thought it was really well done. And then Andor, I mean, let's just go back to Andor. Andor was himself, like, uh, Diego Luna owned it. Like, this is his character. Like, he was so good in it. And like, it sucks we won't get more, but I kind of want to go back to the beginning of season one and then binge all season one, all season two into Rogue One and just like watch like the start of the rebellion.
Well, break your leg or get pneumonia, and you can do that.
Actually, watch it during work. But anyways, okay. And look again. I actually really did liked the whole French Resistance World War II aspect of Gorm. The fact that they were like mining this planet to like death for the Kyber for the Death Star. Um, he was hilarious when he was like the reporter with the really well done hair. Um, Saw Gerrera, no, not him. There we go. There's Saw. Um, becoming more and more of a lunatic. I mean, Forrest Whitaker did a great job. I mean, there's a lot that was just so damn good with with this show. Um, there, there, there you go, Derek. This is where the the money went to.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right there. Okay. Now the other show that was that took everyone by storm was, let me see a good picture. None of these. I didn't have any good pictures. Whoops. Well,
And
there
it's
you go.
crazy that these shows basically were airing back to back almost.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, and they're both,
Last of Us ended a little later.
yeah. Yes, it did. Did dumb question. You didn't play Last of Us 2, did you?
I'm not a gamer.
Yeah. Um,
Although my friend did show me, because he's a huge gamer, or not a huge lover of this game, and he did play it, and it's like his, mecca of awesome things.
yeah.
He did, because on YouTube you could just like play clips, and he did show me Joel's death, like as
Hmm.
the game, and I'm like, damn, they really did do it almost exactly the same.
No, there's a lot. There's a lot with this where it's almost like verbatim, like like at the end of season two, which my dad is kind of annoyed because
Why?
well, because season three will basically be season 2.0, 2.5, right? Because it's gonna be from Abby's point of view. And this
Yeah,
is
for 3. Oh,
yeah,
you're calling it 2.5?
yeah, right.
Okay.
Because look, but it opens up, and my dad was like, "Is that how it is in the game?" Like, yeah, like a lot of this, I was actually like, "Oh, like that's how it is in the game. That's how it is, like that, like shot for shot, like holy shit." Like the death, the my parents were really upset when I can't think of his name in the game, but Junior, the Dina's baby daddy, when he gets shot walking through the door,
Oh, that was the worst.
and my parents were like, that was bullshit. Like my mom and dad were like pissed, right? And they go verbatim right out of the game.
Yeah,
Because
but the thing is like putting it towards the game and putting it towards the show, I understand are completely different because I'm sure you're playing them in different ways. But it's just the way that they cut it for the show. Because I know you're really into writing too, and it's just the fact of like to give his character such a redeeming moment in that conversation where they're like, she's like, you care about everyone. You're such a good person. You're so there for everybody and stuff. And to give him that uplift so much and
Mhm.
then walk him out there and shoot him 2 minutes later, I'm just like, no, that just you can't write like that. That's just it's just not no. I can't agree with it. It's just
So, and here's where I will play devil's advocate to you, because I understand what you mean, right? I understand that, right? Because my parents are kind of the same way. Um, the reason I will argue and defend that is the fact that, as you and I both know, life isn't fair. And I think that that's a perfect representation of, oh, like just because you're a good person doesn't mean you're going to have a good life. Right. And so, yes, like you get this amazing scene from him where, let's see here.
plus he's a baby daddy.
Right. I'm going to be it.
It's just
Like,
I
hold
don't
on.
know. Some things are just like, and I'm not even saying he wasn't allowed to die, but just not that way. Like do something else.
Well,
Have a
and
longer gap in there. Have the
this,
conversation take place sooner or earlier. Like
disgusting. Um, it, it
it was just
does.
it was too tragic.
Oh, it's horribly tragic, and that's the
Yeah.
whole, like, even in the
No, I get
game,
it. That's the point. I get it.
right? Like I
I
remember,
just don't accept it.
but I think that's also really good in the fact that you don't expect it, right?
No,
Like,
accept it.
oh, like when they get back to the theater, like Ashley was going, something bad's going to happen. I'm like, I'm not going to tell you.
Well, this
Just
entire show, something bad's gonna happen.
right? And she goes something. And I'm like, I'm not going to tell you. She says, I'm like, I know what's going to happen, right? And the minute you hear like the bam, and I'm like, oh shit. Jesse runs out, bam,
Yeah.
drops. And my mom was like, well, how did she? I go, Abby doesn't know. Abby just shoots wildly. The door opens, she shoots, and then puts the gun back on Tommy. Um, I
Yeah, because she
remember
never met Jesse, right?
no,
Yeah.
never met Jesse, never met Tommy.
Right.
Um, and the great thing about the show, and I remember I told my parents, like, I go, Last of Us season two, Last of Us 2 is the only game that I ever finished, put down the controller, and they go, what the fuck did I just play? Don't worry, I texted Dana the same thing. Like, dude, like what? And he goes, dude, it's heavy. It's a heavy ending. And my dad was like, well, is there a happy ending? I'm like, no, there's no happy ending here. Right. Um, it's like when you play the game, it's very depressing. And what sucks, and you're like, oh god damn it, is that so the game is going away. The TV show is staying pretty close to the game, right? And so after this, you jump cut back in time, Seattle day one, you are Abby, right? And I
Mhm.
love the fact that they actually kind of shot her walking up and walking out the hallway like you're playing a video game. Like you are Abby, like you're playing Abby. Like you walk out of the hallway, you're walking down. It's like shot like mid shot behind her. It's the video game. Like it could have been like a jump cut and you wouldn't even know from the game. So in the game, when you are Ellie and you're attacking uh the wolves, they've got dogs with them, right? And you have to kill the
Okay.
dogs, or else you'll get found out. So you're like, oh yeah, I really don't want to shoot the dogs. Damn it. Okay, I'll quickly, right? If you feel bad, but you're like, oh, they're trying to kill me. It's survival. But then when you jump and you play as Abby, one of the things you do is you play with the dogs that you're about to kill as Ellie. You're like, God damn it! You play fetch. Like you can doesn't give you a time. Like you can just like play fetch
Yeah.
with the dogs. Like you're like, son of a bitch, right? Um, I I know people have been complaining about Bella Ramsey playing Ellie, and it's stupid. Like they're just attacking the way she looks, which is shitty.
I honestly don't understand that after watching the scenes from the game that I've watched. The one I kind of get, I don't agree with it necessarily, but the one I get is the Abby one because she looks totally different.
So because in the game,
She's buff
uh,
as fuck.
what?
She's buff as fuck.
Oh no, in the game, like she's like, yeah, she's ripped. Like she works out, like and Caitlin Dever isn't as ripped as she is, but I think she brings that emotional power behind it. Like you feel her pain, and the the thing about this show that is so heartbreaking is that you understand everyone's position.
Mhm.
You understand Ellie wanting to get revenge for the death of Joel. You understand Abby for the death of her, like for like vengeance for her dad, right?
Mhm.
Um, like you understand all these people's motives for revenge, right? But it does suck because what's the adage for revenge? If you go but if you're going for revenge, you better dig two graves. And that's what's happening here. Like Abby and Ellie are two sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
And
No,
and
I'm not saying I agree. I think Caitlyn is a good enough. She's become she's becoming like almost in my top 10. Like everything she does is spectacular. Every
yeah.
time I see her do something, she's still fucking killing it. Um, I just saw her do apple cider vinegar on Netflix before this, and she plays an Australian, and she does this flawless accent,
Oh,
and
really?
yeah, and like her performance in that is amazing. She plays a real life character of this girl who like was supposedly became a big influencer, and she faked that she had cancer and all this stuff. Anyways, whatever. Point is, I've liked almost everything she's ever done. I've been watching her since she did that show with Tim Allen. Um,
Oh, Last Man Standing?
yeah, I've been watching her since then. So,
I just like doing
uh,
Booksmart. She was fantastic in that.
yeah. But I'm saying I've been watching like everything, and she continues to always, be solid. So all this is to code to say like I get that physicality wise she doesn't match, but her performance is good enough that people need to get over it.
Yeah.
And if they don't, and obviously they don't want to, and they want to be crybabies, and that's fine, be crybabies. But it's like after seeing the scenes I've seen, I get where they're coming from, but you still
Right.
need to just get over it.
I see
It doesn't ruin the character.
the hate I see all online is Bella Ramsey.
See that I don't get. She doesn't look that much different.
No, but because
Or are they going with the sexual orientation?
sexual like that which is stupid because Ellie in the game is a lesbian. It's the fact that she doesn't look um like spot on like this, right?
Yeah,
Like she doesn't look honestly, Caitlin Dever actually looks more like Ellie than Ramsey.
yeah,
But but Ramsey's acting is so damn good.
yeah. So like, shouldn't matter.
It shouldn't. And then of course Pedro is like Pedro is great in it. The flashback scene where they're like the birthdays,
Oh yeah,
that's heartbreaking. Isabella, is it Merced? Merced?
I think so. I think it's Merced.
Merced? Azina. It's funny. A lot of people, you can tell people who I don't understand people getting on uh Ellie and Dina's relationship because they're like, oh, why is this becoming woke? I'm like, did you not watch season one? Have you not played the game? Like, they're gay in the game. They're lesbians. They're a couple. They're together in the game. Like, a lot of people, like, I don't understand people's thought processes and a lot of the
I
time.
mean,
Like,
it's the same way with Star Wars haters, and there's so much hate there for, fucking.
I still don't understand the hate for the acolyte with the lesbian witches.
Oh, so there's another one. Yeah, there's people are fucking fake. Whatever.
Um
People got their problems, but
I will say,
we're gonna talk about the positives.
what's up?
So we're gonna talk about the positives.
I mean, look, there's so many positives with it, but like, Catherine O'Hara was like amazing in this.
And she's an added character, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
My whole thing that I've only seen Isabel Merced in this and Alien, so I'm very new to her, even though she's been around for a while. But I'm sorry, I didn't watch Dory the Explorer, people. Um, but
Well, she was
my
also
thing with her,
in. She was also in. Oh yeah, I didn't watch Madam Web, and I didn't watch.
yeah, exactly, not exactly high quality stuff there. But my whole thing with her, I did like her in Alien. That was more of an ensemble piece.
I didn't know she was
Um,
in Rosalind. I still have to watch that.
but this,
Huh.
the thing I like about her in this show is and I mean this in a way. The way I say it, it could be seen as disrespectful, but like she is so ridiculously natural that like when I see her act, that I don't see craft. I don't see, she did 5 years at Juilliard or something, which she didn't. But I'm just saying, like I don't see training. I just like she just is like she just says her lines. She feels her emotions. She relates to the people around her, and she just does it. I don't see any internal thinking acting wise, and
This
some people can maybe see it as an insult, but I think
no,
it's the
no,
best thing someone can be doing.
I think that's the best kind of compliment you can
Yeah.
give. The scene where Ellie plays "Take on Me" on the guitar and
Oh
she's
yeah.
crying, like on cue, just waterworks. Like, oh shit, that's really good. Um, it's yeah. I thought it was a really well done. I thought it was a really well done season. I thought the pacing at some points was a little.
Yeah.
It like
Some
it.
of the stuff drags out a bit.
Uh, and I hate to say, it, but like it's kind of like when they're at the compound. That kind of dragged a little bit. At some parts. Um, I when Joel gets killed and the old white man that like Joel punched, but the guy that he's actually from Law and Order. Uh, he's like, no, we have to go. And that's where it kind of deviated from the book the game. I mean, because Tommy, like let's go find these people that killed my brother.
My question for the gamer side of you. So
Yeah,
did they kill the two that she kills in the last episode? Is that how they died?
yeah.
I really didn't like it.
Why not?
It's I hate convenience. Like she was conveniently standing right behind him enough to where the bullet went through him into her. Right, it's just like really. Do people stand like that? I mean, I don't know. It was just too convenient.
Yeah, but you said the same thing though when we were at the museum in Houston. Like I joked, like who actually just walks and talks in a museum, and that's what we were doing. It does happen.
I'm not saying it's. I didn't like the choice. Like I'm all for her killing them both. I just wish they would have found a different way to do it instead of and it's tragic the way it grazes her and she's got to save her baby and she can't do it. But like I get all that. Just like I went back and I rewound it and I looked at it and it's like yeah she's really standing behind him and stuff and like I don't know. I guess maybe it was like her trying to protect herself by hiding behind. I
No,
don't know.
it's for him protecting her because like
No, that's what I'm saying. She's standing behind him to
yeah, like
like
he
on
like
purpose.
the thing is, and this is where again it goes back to, and I can't think of the rule, but like if you mention a shotgun in Act One, you have to use it by Act Three, right?
Yeah.
Like if you mention something in the beginning of a book, it has to play out, or else don't mention it.
Hmm.
Not Abby, when Ellie's gearing up, she has that gun. And Dina's like, "What are you gonna do with that gun? You've got 6 bullets. That's stupid." Ellie still takes it just in case. So when we get to that scene, A, Ellie probably doesn't, knows the stopping power, but like isn't expecting it to go through him. B, she's not expecting him to go for a gun, but he's protecting, his
Yeah.
girlfriend who's pregnant, right? So it's not.
Oh, were they a thing? I missed that.
I think that was her baby, his baby. Yeah, like that, like they're together.
Oh, I missed that.
Um, so he is, protecting her because he thinks A, she's not going to shoot. B, no
He
one
thinks
gets.
he's gonna maybe get her himself.
And if you do, you'll shoot me. You'll probably shoot me center mass, and it'll
Yeah.
stop in me, right? Instead, Ellie just like for not doesn't freak, but she's like, oh shit, shoots, gets him through the neck, which is like the thinnest part of the
Yeah.
torso, basically, goes through his neck like it's nothing, and then like just like nicks her. But again, because it is a domino effect of tragedies, it just nicks her carotid artery and she bleeds out.
Yeah.
Like it's not like she planned. It's like, oh, I'm gonna line this up. It's just tragic. Same thing with Jesse. When Jesse runs out, Abby has the gun out, just shoots. Tragic. It's like the story is
I
nothing.
get it. I just didn't like the logistics, I guess is the only way to put it. I'm
Well, it
not
makes sense.
saying it did not ruin the show for me. It didn't ruin the episode. I wish they would have chose a different way. But whatever, that's me. That's whatever.
What would you have wanted her to do? Crawl behind
I
him and like
don't know. I would have to think about it.
shoot him and then like stab her? Like I
Yeah,
did.
something like that. Like maybe like her jacket was covering her so she couldn't see, and they're like wrestling, and she goes to like just pull her knife out and shank her in the stomach, but she doesn't realize that she's pregnant, so that way she still does it. No. She pulls an Aria, she drops it.
Jumps it, stabs her.
Yeah.
I did like and I have what was her name? It's the actress from Sabrina, Teddy Gabriel. Uh, the
Sabrina?
scene huh?
Sabrina?
Yeah, she was in Sabrina.
Teenage Witch?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't watch that.
Oh, I watched the
Who was in
first
it?
three.
Which one was
So
it?
the you met her, Teddy Gabriel. I think
When
so.
did I meet her?
Year ago, 2 years ago at a con, I think.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
she's the one. She's the one that Ellie beats to death under the hospital.
The black
Remember?
girl?
Yeah.
Is it implied she beats her to death? Because it didn't look like all she did was hit her in the leg.
Oh no 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 no! She beats her to death with a pipe.
But I'm saying, is that in the game? Because it's not. I feel it's not implied in the show.
Oh no, I took it as she beat the shit out of her.
Because didn't she say like? Doesn't she say like that she got infected and she just left her there? I thought she said that.
Let's see here. Hold on. I took it as.
I felt there was a line of dialogue in there where she says like, "Oh, she's gone" or "She's infected" or something, which would led me to believe that she just left her there to rot.
Last of Us. Hold on. Let's see here.
Anyways, not the point. When did I meet that girl? I don't remember meeting her. You sure I did?
I thought you did. Yeah. Like the video game, we don't see Ellie kill Nora. However, it's like revealed that Ellie does kill Nora. Like she beats her because she
Well,
lets
I'm gonna have to. I mean, I still feel there's a line there, but whatever. It doesn't.
because like again, it's like one of those things where like Ellie lets the darkness out. I thought it was really great.
I did think that was a nice little reveal or whatever, that lady's son was there and we see his name badge and it's like, oh, yep, there he is.
Yep. Which did you ever watch Runaways?
No.
The Hulu. That was a really good show, but one of the
But it was interesting in the sense of like they kind of. I feel like it's something that they need to address later on. That I feel that like, especially after these two run down there, that I think they need to address more of the virus coming up to the wall and the floors because I feel it's going to take that hospital over and they got to get out of there.
And so this is different than in the game because in the game the fungus isn't sentient like it is here.
Okay. But you know what I'm saying? Those two guys they're like, we're not running down there. Forget it. They're down there. Like, there's a breach and all this stuff. So it's like they need to go and like, now they got to cut off another floor because now there's another floor they can't get down because those two opened the door. So now that floor's
contaminated. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a small thing that I hope they address.
And I do have to give up two more things.
Yes.
Alana Eubank is fantastic in the show.
Which one's she?
Have you watched Ted at all, the TV show?
Okay, I know you're gonna go to Ted. Dude, it's Sydney Sweeney's mom in Euphoria.
I don't watch Euphoria, so
what?
I've told you I've never watched Euphoria.
People, tell him to watch Euphoria. Come on.
But
put in some comments. Tell him to watch Euphoria.
Ted, yeah.
She's Sydney Sweeney's mom in Euphoria.
Oh,
she's amazing.
But
Yeah, I saw her in Ted too. She's funny.
yeah, she's like Legally Blonde. I forgot that she was in that. I forgot she was in Sister Act.
Okay, yeah, I'm not that far back, but okay.
Yeah, no, she plays one of Reese Witherspoon's best friends in Legally Blonde. Yeah, but
Are we gonna
her,
see more of her?
huh?
Are we gonna see more of her?
I don't know because she's not in the game.
Oh, never mind then. I didn't
Like
know that.
her and Jeffrey Wright. Uh, I can't think. I can't remember. I need to play the game again. I need to go back and play before season 3 comes out.
Yeah, because I thought you said Jeffrey Wright is in the game.
I think he is too. I think Isaac is part. But he
He's a nasty man.
his introduction is fantastic when he's like, "They're assholes," and he goes, "You come with me," and then he like throws a grenade in the back of the van and kills them all.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Except
like,
that one guy he lived for strange reasons. But it's kind
no.
of cool that he did let him live.
Well, he let him live because he was like, "Why do you call him that? Why do you call him voter?" Like, because he was genuinely interested.
He was a newbie.
He was a newbie, and he didn't think it was funny. He was like, "Why?"
Yeah.
Well, and yeah, Jeffrey Wright did an amazing job. I'm trying to think if there's anything. The guitar that Joel makes for Ellie is gonna become even more heartbreaking as when the show ends. I'm not gonna tell you what happens, but it's
okay.
heartbreak. I told my dad what happened. My dad was like, my dad just goes, "My God, the show's depressing." I'm like, yes, it is. Yes.
The great. So I hung out with Dana for his birthday, and this is after episode 4, I think, or about. The season wasn't over yet, but we were past episode 2 a good amount, so I think it was 4 or 5. Anyways, and I was talking to Dan about it, and he goes, "Oh, it gets worse." I'm like, "It gets worse." He's like, "It gets worse." I'm like,
It gets so much worse.
I was like, Jesus.
I won't lie. I'm actually kind of shocked that Last of Us didn't cost more because of how like Seattle looks.
Yeah.
Like they did an amazing job with Seattle.
I mean, one argument can be is probably because it's less episodes, so they spent less money.
I mean, there is that. But yeah, they did. I mean, that scene where Joel saves, Abby, it's
so heartbreaking in hindsight because he wrote his own death ticket.
Yeah. And like, cause my dad was like going, but yeah, but Joel, he saves her. I'm like, yeah, but he still killed her dad. Like, if someone saved me, but they still killed you, I'm still gonna. If I'm on, a rampage, they're still gonna die. And we're like, thank you for saving me, but you killed. It doesn't matter.
You know what's so interesting is, without, of course, playing the game, I knew, and I give credit to where not only did they have to do it so they could keep this storyline going,
yeah,
but in the sense of like, I think he really would have been a really big monster even more if he would have killed them. When they're in the hospital scene and he kills the doctor, but he leaves the 2 nurses to live, I knew that was going to come back and bite him in the ass because somebody's going to rat him out. Yeah. But you couldn't kill the defenseless nurses. They had no weapons. They were just standing there. They did nothing. Like, you couldn't just shoot them in cold blood, I mean, he could have, but I knew that was going to bite him in the ass, and it certainly did, because she would have never known who it was otherwise.
Yeah, and it is tough because you don't, on one hand, one death to save the world is a lot to swallow. But, I think that, you can't fault Joel, but it's like, again, you can't fault Joel, you can't fault Ellie, you can't find, fault with Abby. It's like, yeah, you killed my dad, I have to kill you. You killed my dad, I have to kill you. It's like, all right.
Well, before I watched season 2,
yeah,
I made sure to rewatch the finale from 1 just because it had been a year plus or whatever.
Right.
And I was reminded that one of my biggest problems with the episode was I think Joel sucks. And, we can give the argument.
Why do you hate Joel? Why does Joel suck?
Because he fucking killed a lot of people that were trying to do a good thing. And now, like I said, I've seen the interviews, I've talked to other people, I've seen Pedro talk. I get all the rationale, and I agree with all the rationale, and I think it makes the show very interesting to make it so conflicted and indecisive for audiences and stuff, and it promotes discussion. Um, but everyone's got a side, I'm sure. And I'm sorry, he sucks because not only could he have helped save the human race, he killed a lot of the Fireflies were just they were rebels trying to go against the wolves and everything, and they're just trying to like make everything better, and he kills them just because he wants his kid, which I get. Like I said, I get it, but he was kind of out of line. It's like they were, it's like they're trying to save a society,
Yeah.
and he wants to be selfish, and it's not even his kid technically.
No,
It's an
but like,
emotional attachment.
but
But well, like
again,
I said, all this needs to happen because we need it to happen for the show to be what it is.
right.
So it's like I get it,
But on the
but
same note, like if it came down to, the world or like Ashley, dying, the world can burn,
I'm
you
not
know?
saying I don't understand, but I'm saying I'm allowed to look at it this way because A, I'm the viewer, and B, I'm sorry, I might have sacrificed my kid. I don't know. I'm not a parent for the audience to know. I'm not a parent, so who knows? It's easy to say that without being a parent. But
I did ask my dad, like he's like, no, the world can burn. I don't give a shit.
okay.
You know.
But it's like one of those things that like he was selfish. Ultimately, he is selfish. And I've seen in the interviews, they've done the behind the scenes interviews at the end, and they say like, this is all he has. Like,
Yeah.
he lost his child once. He can't lose another child. It'll break him to lose another child. And it's like I said, I think the writing is done well enough, the storytelling is done well enough
Yeah.
to where it makes sense what he does. But I'm saying all of this to rationale that when he gets his ass pummeled by Abby, I'm like, bro, you asked for it. I'm sorry. You got what
Well,
you deserved. Like, this is
well,
what you get for what you did. You want to have your kid and save her. I get it, but this is what happened.
well, that's why, like, oh shit, the Patriots came back. Um,
Did you say the
that's what.
Patriots?
No, the Pacers
Oh,
basketball.
I
Um,
know who the I think you said the Patriots. I'm like, what?
no, I don't know. It's like I said, like I understand Abby's rage, right? Because if like, and I was telling my dad, I go, look, if I'm Abby, right, and my dad has someone who can save the world, right, and they get killed because of that, then I become full of revenge, and I go on a revenge tour, right? I get Abby, I get Joel, I get Ellie, like everyone on this, like, I have it behind. Oh no, where I put it? On. Um, Not that. I have it behind. It's like these three posters. It's Joel, Abby, or Ellie, and Abby. Like all three of these people, I understand their rage and anger. I get it. Joel wants to protect Ellie because that is his adopted daughter, right?
Mhm.
Joel uh kills Abby's dad to protect Ellie. All right. Well, Abby's, like it's a game. It's a deadly revenge fueled triangle, and I understand it. Um,
But I was saying, as
Cole,
a viewer, it was the only reason his death was heartbreaking to me was because of Ellie and how well Bella played the role and did the
mhm,
performance and everything. But in the sense of the actions that happened to him, I'm like, bro, you kind of deserved it. I'm sorry, you
and
kind of
you're
deserved it.
100% wrong. Um, right? But again, like you're 100% wrong because no, like if you when you have a kid, when you have someone you love, like I would not sacrifice Ashley to save the world. No, like, and when
But
I
then if an Abby came for you, then you would realize you deserve it.
I wouldn't deserve it, but like, all right, like,
Oh, come
you what
on.
it is? What it is? You remember that scene in Kill Bill Volume 2 where uh the bride kills the was it not the Black Mamba?
I don't know, man. That movie's like 20 years ago. I don't remember.
Oh, god damn it. It's not no, who? Hold on.
All this goes to.
Hold
So
on.
wait, are you trying to say that? Because like it doesn't matter because what happens happens. But are you trying to say in the world of this game show that Abby was supposed to just sit on her hands and be like, oh well, that's cool then.
No,
Dad
no, no,
died.
no.
It's fine. Well
No,
then,
no.
then he gets what he deserves.
No, no, no. If you listen, you're saying he deserves it because he did a bad thing. No,
No,
he did
I'm saying he deserves it because he killed people that he shouldn't have killed.
well. If you let me finish, okay. So, like I
Well, but
said,
who is he looking for Kill Bill? So that's
Abby has every right to be angry at Joel because she doesn't know why. She doesn't care why Joel did it, right? Joel killed her dad, right? As I was trying, okay. When the bride kills, when Uma Thurman kills Vivica A. Fox, right?
okay.
Okay, so Uma Thurman and the bride and Copperhead, they go at it, they fight. Um, the bride kills Copperhead, kills her in front of her daughter. Right? Oh no, not in front of her. She stabs her, and her daughter walks in to get cereal. The bride goes, "When you're older, and you want your revenge, you deserve it, and I'll be ready for you." Right? Like
Okay.
the bride knows she's on a revenge tour to get Bill, and she knows she killed a mom and that her daughter has every right for revenge. The bride had the right for revenge because Vivica Fox's character beat the shit out of her and helped kill her because we found out that they helped kill her and her bride party, right? Bridal party and like her groom. The bride had every right for revenge uh to kill all of them. Even Michael Madsen's character said what we did to her was wrong, and she deserves her revenge. I'm not saying I like it. I'm not saying I want to die, but the bride deserves her revenge. Abby deserves her revenge, but we understand why Joel did what he did. Like when if Vivica Fox if they ever did a Kill Bill Volume 3 and we do a time jump, like Vivica Fox's daughter has every right for her revenge, even though the bride had her right for revenge as well. So jumping into Last of Us 2, Joel is protecting his daughter, right? For all intents and purposes, Ellie is his daughter, whether it's adopted or not, his daughter,
No, I know.
right? So he has every right to protect her. And when he said like, no, give me my daughter back, he's like, no, this like he's like, give her back. Like there is a like Joel does give the doctor a chance, like, give me my daughter back. Give me Ellie back. He's like, no, I'm not going to. Joel has no choice. Bam. On that same note,
Honestly, he
Abby
probably
has
could have. He was old. He probably could have kicked his ass. But and we're in semantics here. I know.
Joel could have kicked his ass, but Abby does have a right. But it's one of those things where Joel doesn't know why Abby, what's going on here. But because Abby just shotties him like bam.
I feel we're saying the same thing.
I don't.
I'm not saying because I'm not giving the right or wrong on what Joel did. I get it, and he was justified. But I'm saying at the same time, in a way, I didn't feel sorry for him for dying because this is what you get for what you did. Your actions have consequences.
Yeah, but you're making it sound like Joel was wrong for what he did. I'm like, no, Joel wasn't wrong.
I mean, that's my own. That's taking my own personal choice. I'm saying I would think of society and the greater good. That's me. I'm saying for in the context of the show, I get what Joel did, but I'm just saying, like I said, at the same time, he got what he deserved.
Sorry, world, you're gonna burn. Hopefully nothing like this happens, and you need me to like sacrifice someone I love. Ain't happening. Sorry,
well, I'm in no danger of having children anytime soon, so.
You're like sacrifice. Sacrifice.
um, so like I said, it was still, a gut wrenching scene,
Yeah,
and it was still unbelievably well done. But I know it's a I've heard enough from other friends of mine that I've had this discussion with, and I've seen enough on the internet to know that it's a wonderfully divisive moral standpoint of whose side you're on.
yeah. And
Um,
again, it is tough because as the game goes on, and as the show will go on, hopefully, um, like there is an ending. I don't know if they're gonna do. Hold on, let's see here. The Last of Us.
and I did think, I thought it was an interesting choice that who's the girl that died in the hospital again? Was it Nora?
Yeah,
I did think it was interesting that they almost, in a way, made hers a little tougher to swallow because she's in a hospital and she's literally helping people. And then she gets pummeled
yeah.
by Ellie. So
Well,
it's like she's not necessarily a bad person, but well, you did
no,
what you did.
right, and again, like like it goes back to like again, it goes back to that pivotal moment where we see Abby beat Joel to death, and her friends are holding Ellie down.
Yeah.
Uh, so that again, Abby can get her revenge, but then Abby's like, "Let her live." Like, Abby even said that in the finale.
Yeah.
I let you live. Like, I could have easily killed you. My friends could have killed you. We're just doing our job, but you killed my dad and friends of ours. We had every right for revenge, which, sure, from their point of view, they did, right? If you're on Joel's point of view, you understand like you're gonna protect your child and the world be damned. They're like, hey, why did you kill us? Right? They don't understand what's going on. So, again, Nora's helping people. The actress, I can't think of her name right now. I already have the one who gets shot in the neck. She's a doctor. She could have easily, she was saving people. Like these were all people who were like trying to help society. Ellie doesn't give a shit because again, like Abby, like Joel, like Abby, I don't care what you're doing. You killed my dad.
Yeah.
I'm going to end you. Right. And so, and that's one of the tough things about this show is the fact that it's a lot of gray morality,
Hmm.
right? Where, again, these two shows are very interesting to kind of juxtapose with because like you look at like and I told my dad this, my dad was like, he loved the the way I put it. Like you look at Star Trek and Star Wars, right? Star Trek is the utopian future we want to go to,
Hmm.
right? Like you don't need money. The way that you pay for things is with your talent or like what you can provide, right? Like it's a perfect utopian, and we explore the universe. Like that is the utopian future. Star Wars is the hellish present, right? Like we're always, especially now, we have to rebel against what's happening. Like Star Wars is now. Star Wars is what we have to go through.
Hmm.
But in Star Wars, there are good guys and bad guys. Like in Andor, there are good guys. The Rebellion is the good guys. The Empire is the bad guys. Right? There's no confusion. Like Luthen does bad things, and he knows he does bad things, but he does it for the greater cause, like to help the rebellion to defeat the Empire.
Hmm.
With Last of Us, it's a lot of gray morality. It's like no, no, no. Like this is revenge. Like this is vengeance. Like this is we're like and when Ellie's like, I don't give a shit about your community, it's my family. Like it's very like that's we've kind of like gone into like a very tribal setting where like I don't give a shit. Like I don't trust people. I don't trust you. I don't trust your community. Mine, right? And so it's a very interesting dynamic between these two shows.
No, yeah.
So
Well, I do want to put a last thought on this. I've said this to, and I really want to go back and watch it again. I said this to a lot of people after I watch it, and not that I have any kind of gravitas to make this statement, necessarily, but I feel I've watched a lot of TV. I
Yes.
watched a ton of shows for many, many years, and I want to watch it one more time to make sure. But for now, I think episode 2 is one of the best episodes of television ever. Not in the last 5 years, not like this year, like one of the best episodes ever of a piece of television. It just
Last
like,
of The Last of Us.
yeah,
Is that the
like,
one when Joel dies?
yeah, like that episode is just incredible. Like, because you have the attack on the town and what happens to Joel, like the two storylines going on, and just the whole episode is just so much emotion and uh, high octane storytelling. I don't know. There's just so much that goes on. And it's so impactful, you know. Like there's barely what like I think like maybe the first 10, 15 minutes are the only quietness of the whole episode,
Oh no,
and,
that
and
whole
then the rest of it is just like emotional overzealous, like
emotional damage. I get you.
oversaturation of emotions or something,
Yeah,
I don't know. Like I want to watch it again, but like it's so well done. Like I got done with that episode, and then I watched it when I got home from work. So I watched it around like noon or something, and I'm just like sitting there after I got done, and then just like I had to sit with it. I couldn't just like all right, well let's go on Instagram now. It's like no, I was like I had to sit there. Like I'm like
that's
damn.
that's how I was. After I finished the game, I put the controller down. I just sat and like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
It was great. I mean, um,
Do you like that people are calling it The Last of Us Does Fall of Winterfell?
what? What are they calling it?
A lot of people are calling it the Last of Us Does Attack on Winterfell.
I mean, it's kind of true.
Yeah.
My only gripe with this season is how they wrote Ellie. Because they write her like just like this like obnoxious ass. And there's a difference between like being funny and sarcastic and just being a smartass, and it kind of annoyed me and Ashley.
Okay.
It just but that other than that, like
I think she's a little bit too much of a brat, but like they do
exactly.
say she's young, so I kind of go with it.
I mean, I get being young, but like she's a fucking like a brat. Yeah, she's an asshole and a brat. Like you're like, god damn.
Yeah.
Like, and I get she's being moralistic, but like the scene where they kill Catherine O'Hara's husband, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's trying to tell her like, hey, he died, he got bit, blah blah blah. And now he's like, no, he shot him. I'm like
You didn't have to
what?
call him out.
Yeah, and I get afterwards, it was saying because he told the same lie to her, and she was mad and hurt by it. I get that, but also kind of grow the fuck up. Like you're, I get that you're 19, I get that you're young, but you also don't get that. You don't get to be a child. You have to grow the fuck up a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that irked me, but then it does, that also lends out to the hurt when Joel died, because she was going to try and make amends with him. Like she was going to try and like make it work,
Yeah.
and and kind of mend those fences. And it does suck when you have a falling out with someone, or I'm talking to someone and they die. It's like you don't get that back. You don't get to say, hey, I'm sorry for XYZ. And it sucks, and that's why again, that's one of the great things about this game is like there's a lot of heartache in this game. You're just like fucking shit. Can we just have like one moment of like a happy part of?
Just because I thought of it, and I don't want to go into it too long because not only because we've gone long, but I'd rather leave on a non-whiny moment. But it just came to me. One of the only things, well, because you said one thing that bothered you. One of the only things that bothered me about episode 2, and I understand that things had to happen the way they had to happen because the infected had to attack the town because that's the whole point of the episode.
Right.
But the whole thing when they show the dude and he's, chopping at the pipes and he hits the pipe and there's all these roots and he just ignores it. Like, red flag.
Yeah.
How is this not a red flag to you? Like the guy he totally blows it off like, oh, whatever. And I think he like walks away or something. I'm like, really?
Yeah, AFA clocked and she's like, why isn't this dude running? What the shit? What is going on here?
Well, no, not even, but he doesn't bring it to anyone's attention. He doesn't mention it to anyone. Like, hey, we got to take care of this. Like, like he just, oh, well.
Yeah.
Like these people by now, I'm sure know how the beings or whatever you want to call them, communicate and stuff. And they know about the plants and how everything's connected by now. Because I mean, Pedro talks about it in the first season.
Yeah.
So it's like the fact that the guy like totally like ignores giant things of roots.
Yeah, I know. It's
But whatever. It is what it
is.
is.
I get it. But yeah, both. Again, I can't say who did it better because both seasons were great and both showrunners did an amazing job, like keeping this show going.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for season 3, which they haven't announced when that comes out yet.
Other than 2027, that's all they're saying.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to try to go with January, but because come on, like, let's just say they shoot the second half of this year or even the beginning of next year. Like, how long does editing take? It should, let's say, even at most 6 months to shoot, 6 months to edit. Come on, you can get it out by January 2027. Jesus.
Yeah, especially since Pedro. Oh no, I'm sorry. Pedro's not what season?
Yeah.
In season 3.
Especially because it'll probably be only another 6 or 7, so it's not like they're shooting like a 15 episode show or something. Like,
yeah, I mean, I think let's see what if they have. Let's see, Last of Us season 3. It's in production. They're gonna start filming in the summer.
Yeah.
They're saying they're saying we could get it end of season of 2025. We could get it later this year, but more likely next year.
Yeah, next year.
Which, all right, that's fine. That's fine.
All right.
All
right. Well, ready?
Give me your socials. Let people know where they can find you.
Oh, me? Oh, well, no one cares about me. But I am Derek. I'm at the Geek Potato on the social medias, and at some point I will get podcast episodes back out again on the Geek and Pancast.
There you go. And of course, you can find me on the Toy Kind of Mood. We just had our episode this June is gonna be all G.I. Joe because Yojo June. So make sure to stay in the know with us. And yeah, for Derek, I am Bobby. Remember, be nice. And you bastard. Peace.